Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of arguably one of the best family passenger vans you're going to find. This is a 2022 Honda Odyssey EX-L RES. Now the RES stands for Rear Entertainment System, if you didn't know. Now this has over 77,000 kilometers. It's in great shape and it's got an absolute ton of features for the entire family. So that way you have nice, smooth road trips with kids of all ages. And isn't that what we want? Oh boy. Okay, so as we do this tour, I will point out dings, dents, scratches, and the condition of the Odyssey as we go through it, as well as the great features. So if you're shopping from home, you'll know everything you have to come purchase this Odyssey from us here at Clarington Kia under the renovation sale. There's the portables there, so when you show up, we are still open. You just have to go in the portables. Have mercy on us, oh boy. Okay, underneath the hood of the Odyssey is a 3.5 liter V6 engine connected to an automatic transmission. You're going to get great power of the V6. You can tow a little bit on this as well, but most importantly, it gets great fuel economy and, let's face it, Honda reliability. Come on, everybody knows these are a extremely reliable vehicle. Now, standing at the side, this is a full-size, I don't know, it's kind of the oxymoron, full-size minivan. It's a full-size van, 8 passenger seating, very flexible seating as well. And then when we get to the inside, you're going to see that rear entertainment system. Now, the EX-L gives you these really nice 18-inch alloy wheels. As a bonus, wait till we get to the trunk. I'm going to show you something cool there as well. All right, we've got LED turn signals in the mirrors. Now, I did notice here just a little cosmetic boo-boo. So I don't know if you can kind of see it right here. Just a little minor dent and a scrape. It's right on the crease line, of course, right? And then right down here as well. Oh no, wait, that's just goo. I'm picking that off. Never mind. That's not a scratch. So that's good. Just a little one there. Not a big deal, but did want to point it out. That is the purpose of this video, is to show you the condition as well as the cool features. All right, now as we slide around to the back, I'm going to pop open the trunk to show you why you are probably buying an Odyssey, other than the fact that it is an 8-passenger vehicle. Obviously, you're buying a van because you need more space, right? Makes sense. Otherwise, you buy an SUV. Big tailgate on the back. Nice rear tail lights. Love that with the chrome piece that goes all the way across. Especially enjoy the fact it does have this rear bumper protector. I think that's a really smart thing to have here. Rear sonar as well as a rear view camera. The tow hitch receiver still has the ball in it. So again, if you do want to tow a little bit, you can with this Odyssey. That's not a problem. Popping open the power tailgate. So check this out. We've got winter tires on steel wheels that are included with this vehicle purchase from Clarington Kia. So that's amazing, right? Bonus set of winter tires and wheels on top of the nice 18-inch alloys that we already have on the vehicle with all-season tires, okay? We do have these seats. These tumble back and then down into here. It's a nice flat system. I would show you, but we have the tire in here. But yeah, really nice full flat system. Very easy to do that as well. And then as another bonus, the accessory, we do have the cargo liner down here in the back. So that way, if there is some junk in there, maybe you bought some soil, whatever, you can take this out, hose it off, put it back in. You don't have to worry about vacuuming the carpet. So I love that. Now let's continue around the passenger side. Again, we're just checking for dings, dents, scratches, any kind of cosmetic issues that we can point out. So that way you feel comfortable, confident coming to Clarington Kia. That's why we do these videos. Everything looks nice and tidy there. And then as we come around to the front, the Odyssey has LED daytime running lights, LED headlights, and we also have LED fog lights down below. And you'll notice that there is front sonar on this too. So it's gonna make parking nice and easy. Good looking front end. The front, I always like to check the hood. Looks pretty much stone chip free in the front too, which is great. All right, well, let's go have a look inside the vehicle. So because this is the EX-L, we do have the power sliding doors. That can be done from the key fob or just like that. Now, having a look inside, I've moved the driver's seat all the way back to show you, even if you had like a driver who's 6'5", 6'6", still lots of legroom for back passengers. The EX-L does feature this nice leather interior. And then you'll notice that we have what would appear to be captain's chairs with a middle seat. And that is because this middle seat can come out. So you can have a 7-passenger configuration or an 8-passenger, but there's armrests on both those captain's chairs, which is very nice, okay? There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns anywhere in this vehicle, and it is a non-smoker car. Now, looking up is where we have our rear entertainment system. So we've got that nice screen there hooked up to a Blu-ray player. There's also HDMI input. I'll show you that when we get to the front seats. And we do have the tri-zone climate control, so independent temperature for the rear passengers. And then looking down here, 2 USB ports and the HDMI as well. So a lot of different ways to play whatever it is that you are trying to play for the kids or the, you know, teens, tweens, whatever the case may be back here. Now, checking out the back seats. All right, lots of room back here for back passengers, just to give you an idea of the leg room here. And then check this out. If I just swing over the camera here, we also have a headphone jack here and a USB charger as well. So I love the headphone jack because they plug in their headphones. That means you don't have to crank the volume so everybody in the car can hear it, right? I'm a father of 2 boys, and believe me, I know. Okay, let's close that up. We'll head up to the front seats. So the EX-L gives you the power sunroof up top, and then we have, again, that nice leather seating. Always just love to show you the condition of these seats. Power driver's seat with power lumbar support, and that is hooked up to a 2 driver memory system. Now, the nice thing with the Honda, you see how it says 1 and 2? When you have the keys, which I'll show you here, on the back of the keys says number 2. So when you hop in with number 2, guess what? It all goes to the number 2 memory setting. Makes sense, right? Let me just turn down this fan speed here, a little sneak peek of what we got going on. Okay, there we go. So now that we're here, I always love to talk about the safety features that you're going to get with this vehicle. And obviously, being a Honda EX-L, you're going to get the full Honda sensing suite. So we have forward emergency braking with forward collision warning. We have adaptive cruise control on the steering wheel. We have the lane keeping assist and lane follow assist as well. We have blind spot monitor system. And then check this out. We also have the blind spot camera on the right side mirror. So when you're making a lane change, you're going to have that camera, which is very convenient. And then some other great safety features. Ask the sales team to look up the entire list, but that's kind of the highlight of the bigger ones. We've got a leather heated steering wheel. That heated steering wheel button is right there. And then we have our controls for our radio and our center display on the left side. Looking in the center display, you'll see there 77,795 kilometers. The average fuel economy right now is showing it at 10.3. We can get that down into the low 9s, maybe even 8s by doing this button right here, the Econ button. If you push the Econ button, it changes the transmission, changes the engine, and tries to get the best fuel economy possible. Now over here to our left-hand side, we've got our power doors, so you can open and close them from there, our power tailgate, heated windshield washer fluid, the parking sensors you can turn on or off. You would turn those off if you're towing. And then this is our road departure mitigation and lane keeping and forward collision warning. All of that, you can turn them on or off by using that button there if you like. All right, now to give you a little pan down of this center console so you can kind of see what we're working with here. All right, let's talk about our infotainment system. So up front, you'll see we've had that rear entertainment. So if you click on that, you can choose from the Blu-ray player, the apps. There's also cabin talk. Check this out. So when you push this, it activates the microphone and it will actually talk to the headphones in the back. So if they're being crazy or whatever, you don't have to turn back and yell at them. You can just speak in a nice, calm, gentle voice. Kids, calm down. Yeah, right. Come on, who's going to go through there and hit that? I mean, it's there. You can do it if you want. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, yes, it does have that. So you can hook up your phone and have access to all your digital stuff that way as well. We have XM satellite radio. We have text messaging support if you don't want to use your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. System updates, so it does have over-the-air updates for the vehicle, which is really nice and convenient. And then we have the Honda Link. Honda Link is the app. You download it on your phone, connects your car to your phone. You can access things like unlocking, locking the vehicle, where it is, how much fuel is left, all sorts of great things. It is a subscription service. Is it worth it? 100%. It is a really, really nice feature to have for your vehicle if it's equipped. Now, putting it in reverse, here is our rear view camera. This is a widescreen view. This is 180 degrees of view. Most cars don't have this. The Honda does. This is the more traditional view that you're used to right here. If I can push the button properly, that's the more traditional view that you'd be used to. And then there's also a very convenient view. Come on now. Oh, come on, my fingers. There we go. Straight down, looking at the back bumper. Now, this is good for two things. A, if you're obviously backing up to park to a trailer, you can do that really easy without a domestic dispute. Or if you're just backing up into a parking spot, obviously you can do that without bumping the back bumper. So that's a really nice feature to have. Pushing this button gives you the front and rear sonar. So if your camera's a little junked up from the mud or from the snow, or you're just pulling into a spot, you have the sonar for the front as well. So that's a really nice convenient feature to have with those parking assists. Here we have our tri-zone climate control. Yes, you can lock out the rear climate control. So obviously when you lock it out, the little kids in the back can't play with it and you can control the temperature yourself. Our gear selector is right down the middle, just in the form of some buttons. We have our heated seats for the driver and passenger, snow mode, the econ mode, which we talked about as well. And then down here is our Blu-ray player. Kind of hard to see just because it's a little dark down there. USB support, a regular home outlet, and a 12-volt charging station. I apologize, it's really dark just because we're going from a really light to really dark, but you have to trust me, it's there. Now, there we go, now kind of, see, I wasn't lying, it's all there. And then this I love. This is just a little spot for your purse or your fanny pack or your bag or whatever it is that you're carrying with you. Love having that here rather than having to toss it on the passenger side floor or make somebody, you know, kind of carry it on the side here. On our key fob, we have the power doors and a remote starter and the power tailgate. So the EX-L does have a remote start too. All right, our cup holders, and then we have, again, in this big console here, we've got a couple more USB ports, one set of wireless headphones, and a lot of room for a couple bags of Doritos. Now, before we go anywhere else, let's talk about two important things. So the first one is the reconditioning. This is the work that we have done at Clarington Kia to make sure that this car is not only safe to drive, but up to date on service, something that most other stores don't do. We do the servicing that's needed as well. So we've changed the air cabin filter, changed the engine air filter, we've changed front wipers, we've done an oil change, we've replaced the rear brake pads and machined the rotors, and replaced the front brake pads and machined the rotors. Tire inflation kit, because it doesn't have a spare tire, it was missing the inflation kit. Done a brake fluid flush, all for a total of $1,849 to make sure that this car, maintenance-wise and safety-wise, is up to spec. Now, the Carfax does show a small accident claim on it, which I'll show you in just a second. We also have, so right here, it shows in 2022. So keep in mind the date, 2022, when this was brand new. It did have an accident with moderate damage, it says, to the right side for a total of $7,980. Now, that being said, $7,980 includes HST. It would include a car rental. It also includes parts and labor. So when you back all of that out, it's probably not a lot of damage. Remember, because the vehicle was new, they're putting on brand new parts. So a call it $8,000 collision claim on a brand new Honda Odyssey is not a lot. And if I wouldn't have shown you, you would have never known, because it has been fixed meticulously and it's in fantastic condition, as you just saw. So don't let that hold you back from picking up an absolutely fantastic van for you and your family. They will be so comfortable, you'll be comfortable. Road trips will never be the same as they will in a Honda Odyssey. So thanks so much for watching, congratulations, and we can't wait to see you at Clarington Kia.